So this evening, I just want to spend a moment talking about acceptance. When we talk about it, we're typically talking about our ability to accept others, to accept, to be tolerant, to accept people with different points of view, people from different walks of life. But what I think is the hardest thing to accept is ourselves. And I think we need to realize how we have less respect, sometimes a lot of the times, for ourselves than we do others. So we need to accept ourselves for exactly what we are, who we are, and realize how precious that is. Notice how far we've come in our life, what we've accomplished, rather than what we did not accomplish. Be grateful for who we are. The idea is saying, I am enough. I am. So with that thought in mind, close your eyes and let's come inside. And focus on your breath. Taking a deep inhale and a long, slow exhale. And with each breath, say to yourself, I am enough. I am perfect as I am. I am. I accept myself with all my faults because I have brought so much into this world just by being here. I am. Return to your natural breath. And bring your arms down alongside your body, your hands alongside your hips. And let's do our side stretch, side body stretch over to the right, left arm, reaching for the right side of the room, bending right elbow. If you'd like to bring your hand in a little bit closer to your hip, then do that, but make sure you drop your shoulder. Make sure both hips stay down. And then inhale to center, exhale to the other side. We're going to do this once more on each side. So let's go back over to the right with our left arm. But this time you're going to send your left arm straight up to the sky. Rotate your arm so that your thumb is facing away from you. Bend your elbow and place the back of your hand on the back of your heart and prompt your heart to open up. Inhale both arms up to center, over to the other side. Right arm reaches for the sky. Rotate your arm, bend your elbow, prompt your heart to open up at the back of your hand. And then come back to center. Send your arms out to the side, and then send them back behind you with Yoga Mudra, bringing your knuckles to the earth, opening up your heart once again, maybe back bend. Inhale, exhale, fold any amount. On an inhale, unfold. Left hand to right knee, turn to look over your right shoulder. Bring your right arm close to your mountain spine. See that the crown of your head reaches for the heavens, that when you're empty of breath, you can twist a little bit more. Inhale your arms up alongside your ears. Exhale, twist in the opposite direction. Look over your left shoulder. Arms up alongside your ears. Exhale, back to center. Right. To release your legs, send them out in front. Rotate them. Then bring the soles of your feet together. Hands on your shins. Cats and dogs. Starting with your cat as you hang off your arms. Inhale, your heart comes forward. Exhale, curl your spine behind you. Inhale, send that shape forward. Next time you're in your cat pause. Bring your hands back behind your hips, fingers pointing forward. Place your feet on the floor next to each other. Inhale, exhale, send your knees to the left. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale your knees to center, exhale them to the right, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, exhale to the left, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, exhale, look over your left shoulder. Inhale to center. Send your legs straight out in front of you. Bring your hands alongside your hips. Dandasana, toes to the sky. Inhale, bend and flex. Exhale, point and straighten. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then the next time your hand is to your heart, pause. Inhale, bend your knees. Inhale, exhale, send your right hand to your left foot or ankle, whatever you comfortably reach. Send your left arm back behind you, look for your hand. Follow your hand as it reaches up and crosses over your right, sorry. Release your right arm, look for your hand. Follow your hand, cross at the wrists. Now you can begin to lengthen your legs, straightening them out, or you can keep them bent, whichever works for you. Bending your elbows will allow you, and engaging your abs will allow you to come down a little bit more. Inhale, look up. Inhale, arms alongside your ears. Unhinge. Bring your arms down by your side. So first thing we're going to do some reverse poses today. The term in Sanskrit is Parivrtta. It actually means twisted or turned. So we often refer to it as reverse, like reverse triangle, reverse whatever pose we're in. So we're going to start with, let's start with table on our hands and knees. So come to table, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Send your right leg back behind you. Lift your right leg. Step your right foot over your left leg and onto the floor. Look over your left shoulder to find your foot. Your right foot. Bring your right knee down to the mat. Slide your hands under your shoulders. Bend your right knee. Reach behind you with your left arm to take your right foot and open up to the left. Release it. But before you move anything, wait just 1 minute. Your leg is still crossed. You're now going to come on the ball of your right foot, still crossed. You're going to lift it up, send it back where you started, and then bring your knee back down. So a little process here. Left leg goes back. Lifted hip high. Cross it. Bring your knee down to, first, wait. Look over your right shoulder to find your left foot. And then bring your left knee down, hands under shoulders, wrists under shoulders. Bend left knee, reach for left foot with right hand, and open up to the right. And if you can't reach your foot, that's all right. Just send your arm back, your knee is bent, as if you were touching. You can even take, I don't have a pant leg to grab, but you might. Release your leg. Bring your hand back down, turn under your toes, lift your leg and cross it over your right. child's pose. Come back to table just for a moment, just to get the feel of this pose. So what are we doing here? We are on all fours. You know, you're like our more primitive animals, right? Cousins. But just memorize this for just a moment. And then send your hips to the mat, swing your legs around, and come back to your seat. I wanted us to do table first before we do reverse table. Parivrtta, Trikonasana. Bring your hands back behind your hips, fingers pointing forward. We're going to do this gradually. You're going to lift your hips. You're going to send your hips to your heels. Lift, bring your hands back, your hips back between your hands. Lift your hips, bring your hips to your heels. One more time, bring your hips back. This time you're going to lift your hips, bring them forward, and lift them up for an upside down table, for a reverse table. So you don't want to drop your head. You want a straight line from your knees to the crown of your head. So walk your feet forward a little bit too, if they're coming behind, your feet are coming behind your knees. Sorry. All right, and then bring your hips back down between your hands. So I've decided to rename this pose Stefasana because I know it's Stefania's one of her favorite poses, okay? Lift your hips, lift them up. Maybe you want to send your right leg up to the sky. Bring it down, bring your hips down. Lift your hips, reverse table. Left leg may want to reach for the sky. So maybe, always a maybe. Bring it down, bring your hips down. And then bring your knees into your chest and hug them. Hug them closely. Bring your head down towards your knees for a seated pose of the child. And then release your legs. All right, so let's come down onto our forearms. You want your elbows under your shoulders. You're going to lift your legs so that they are at a 45, at a right angle, I'm sorry, 90 degrees, a right angle. Yeah. And then you're going to begin to bicycle. And then you'll pause and backpedal. And then you'll pause, bring your feet to the mat. Send one leg out, send the other leg out, and make your way back down onto your back. You're going to send both legs up to the sky. Your feet are flexed. Inhale, send your right leg down to the mat, but it doesn't ever touch the mat. It hovers over the mat, maybe a few inches. Exhale it back up. Inhale, left, down. Exhale it up. Inhale, right. Exhale, return. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, one last time. Inhale. And exhale. Bend your knees, bring them to the mat. You're going to open your knees out wide, bringing the soles of your feet together. And you're just going to butterfly your legs. So you're flapping your wings here. And then pause. Inhale, and on an exhale, lift your head and your shoulders. And then inhale your head and shoulders back down to the mat. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale down. Bring your knees together. Bring your knees into your chest. So you're going to do the same thing, only you're going to aim for your knees, to reach your knees with your nose. Inhale, exhale, bring your nose to your knees. And then release back down to the mat. Inhale, exhale, lift, nose to knees. And bring it back down. Bring your feet back down to the mat. You're going to send your knees over to one side, roll over on that side, and make your way back up to sit. So, bring your right knee into your chest. Open it out to the side. Send your left leg out to the side. So you're opening it up. You can bring your the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left thigh, or you can leave it right where it was. You might prefer how that feels. You're going to turn to your right knee. Inhale. You're going to exhale, send your nose down under the water. You're going to inhale as you dive up out of the water and continue diving down and coming back up. Inhale, exhale, dive. Inhale, rise out of the water, exhale. And then come to sit with a long, straight spine. Inhale, exhale, come to center. Arms up alongside your ears. Inhale, exhale, come forward. Engage your abs here as you come down. Protect your lower back, it gives you more space. Inhale, unfold. Inhale, exhale, twist to your extended leg. Inhale your arms up, and you're going to exhale, engage those abs, and come over your extended leg. You won't come all the way over, right? So you'll probably be closer to inside your left leg. Or maybe you will, but that's not necessarily the goal. Look up, release your right hand, bring it down alongside your head. And you're going to come up into a nice long gate pose. Open gate. Use your left hand to bring you back down. Send your legs straight out in front of you. Right. Other side, left leg comes in. Open it out to the side. So as I said before, leave your left leg right where it is when you bring your right leg, send it out to the right, or you can bring the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right leg. Either way, turn to your bent knee. Inhale, and on an exhale, dive down. Inhale as you rise up out of the water. Exhale as you dive down. And continue this motion on this side for a few more times. And then the next time you come up, bringing your head up above water, come to a long mountain spine. Turn to center. Inhale, arms up alongside your ears. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, come back up. Turn to your right leg. Keep your arms up long and straight. We're going to go right into our fold, our hinge. Inhale, exhale, fold. Remember, you are hinging from your hip joint. Look up, release your left arm, bring your hand down by your left hip, and come up onto your shin, long side body stretch. And then bring it back down. Right. Shake out your legs. All right, so we're going to make our way up to stand. So come to your mountain. Let's do a little sun salutation. In, exhale, inhale, exhale once more. Okay. So what I'd like to do is to teach you reverse triangle. And I'm going to grab a block. Just give me 1 second. And back. Okay. So when we do triangle, we place our feet in warrior 2 position. Right? Let's start with that warrior 2 stance. Your knee is bent. Your knee is tracking over your middle toe. So you're maybe even putting a little bit more pressure on the outside of your right foot to keep your right knee from collapsing inward. You're going to square your shoulders and your hips as much as possible to have a beautiful straight line. And remember that triangles are all straight lines. So you can use a block for your triangle. We're going to start with warrior 2. You're going to bend your, straighten your right leg, lifting your left hip up, lengthening your spine, and bring your hand to the top of the block if you have a block. If not, just rest it against your leg, inside your leg. But try to maintain that long line with your spine. And then extend your other long, straight arm up to the sky. And then come back to your warrior 2. Let's do that on the other side. Start with your warrior 2. Get your alignment. Yeah. Straighten your leg, lift your hips one on top of the other. You can reach with your left arm. What you want to do is extend your whole torso. Hand comes on the block or touches the inside of your leg for a long, straight triangle. Back to warrior 2. Release your arms. Right. And come out of it. So now we're going to do a Parivrtta Trikonasana. Trikonasana is triangle, tree is like the number 3. Kona is angle. Asana is pose. Right. So what we're going to do here, and it's good to have a block. If you don't, I'll show you how to do it without. But it is better with a block. So you're going to be basically in warrior 1. Warrior 1. Have the block inside your leg, your right leg. You're going to straighten your right leg. Lift your arms up overhead. Inhale, hinge at the hip to keep that beautiful long spine. Bring your left hand on the block or on the floor or on the inside of your leg. And twist to the right, sending your right arm up to the sky. You want to keep your hips square here. So twisted triangle or reverse triangle. Bring your hand down, bend your knee, and come back up. Okay. Let's do a reverse triangle on the other side. So you're standing more like a warrior 1 here, but you'll straighten your forward leg. Arms up, overhead. Hinge from your hips. Come down. Right hand on block and twist your triangle. Facing left. Bring your arm down, bend your knee, come back up. Right. Okay, another pose that we do quite a bit of because we do eagle a lot is Utkatasana, that is the chair pose. So you're going to come to your mountain. You're going to send your arms back behind you, and as you swing them forward, you will sit into your chair. You're going to start with your arms alongside your ears. If that's not comfortable, send them straight out in front of you. But if you can, make that long line from your fingers to your sitz bones. And bring your feet closer together, your legs closer together. Bring your hands together and bring your prayer to your heart. Sit a little deeper in your chair. Hook your left elbow around over your right knee. Press into your hands to twist to the right. Parivrtta, Utkatasana, reverse chair or twisted chair. And then open your arms, sending your left fingers to the mat, your right to the sky. Then bring your hands back together in prayer. Press in again to allow your heart to come closer to your hands and to deepen your twist. Come back to center. Swing your arms back, push into the mat. Come up to stand. All right, other side, ready? Okay, here we go. Arms come back, sit in your chair. Prayer, bring it to your heart. Inhale, exhale, hook right over left knee. And twist, twist, push those hands together. And then open your arms, sending your left fingers to the sky, your right fingers to the mat. And then bring your prayer back to your heart. Twist a little bit more. Twist back to center, your heart to center. Release your arms and swing your arms up. Push your feet into the mat to come up to stand. And your arms down alongside your body. All right. So little twisty reverse poses we have here. All right. So the next one we'll do standing. Well, we have a couple more we can do standing. Okay, so let's do side angle, Parivrtta. So come to warrior two legs. And you know, after we've done warrior two, we often bring our forearm down to our thigh and lift our right arm and send it alongside our ear for that long line. Let's do that on the other side. From warrior two, side angle stretch. Now there's another way to do this stretch. You come, bring your feet forward again. So I want to show it to you, and then you can decide if you want to do it, and if you have a block. So that's a great prop to use here. I like to use the block here. So I had said bring your hand, your forearm to your thigh. Another way to do it would be to bring your hand to a block, right? Or you can bring it all the way down to the floor and open up your arm. And send your arm alongside your ear. Release. Let's do that on the other side. So instead of forearm coming on thigh, you're going to put a block inside your leg, or you'll bring your hand either down inside your left leg or to the mat. So let's do that together. So instead of bent elbow, bring hand down inside. I really prefer it with a block. It's nice and straighter. It's much nicer. So I encourage you to get a couple of blocks. And that is side angle stretch. So now we're going to do it in reverse, the reverse version of it. Come back to warrior 2. This time, bring your block outside your leg. No, I'd rather not do it that way. We're going to keep it inside. And you're going to bring your hips up just like you would if you were placing your right forearm, only instead of doing that, you're going to lift your left arm, turn to inside your right leg and fan open to the right, or a twisted side angle. And push into the mat, come back up. Other side. I'll do it without the block this time. Instead of left arm, you will take your right arm, bring it down inside your left foot. You can swivel your right foot so that your toes are pointing forward. That's a little bit kinder to your knee and your hips. So even though the pose doesn't call for that, I'm going to say, let's do that because it's kinder to your body. And then open up to the left. Arm alongside your ear. Bring your hand to the mat, step your leg forward. Hang over in Uttanasana, fold. So we're going to stay down and make our way down on to the mat. Come to sit, take a couple of breaths here. Then bring your hands to the backs of your thighs. Bring your toes to the mat. Lift one leg and then the other. If you want to, you can release your arms. If you want to, you can straighten your legs for boat pose, Navasana. Now here's the thing about this pose. When we're in downward facing dog, you can come out of it now. When we're in downward facing dog, and you can come there with me now. We talk about down dog as being an upside down V shape. Right? And what you just did with boat pose Navasana was a right side up V. Come forward to plank, bring your knees to the mat. We're going to stay down. And one last twist. All right. Bring your right leg to the mat, foot to the mat. You're going to swing your arms forward, sliding your hips to the back of your right leg. Good, okay. Now, this pose is called Anjaneyasana. Anjani was the mother of Hanuman. Hanuman was the monkey god. So we have a pose here where that we call twisted monkey. So Hanuman is stay where you are, or bring your hands down if you wish, that's okay, is a split. So I would instruct you to send your leg all the way out, but we're not going to do that today. We're doing Anjaneyasana to twisted monkey. So what I was trying to point out to you is that in this pose, you are on your way to a split, all right? So you will bring your hands inside your right leg, both arms inside. You're going to bend your left knee, reach around with your right, I can grab my foot, yeah, right hand to get your left foot. And if you can't, again, just reach, just bend your knee and reach for it. Yeah. And then open up toward the direction that's right for me of your bent knee as you take hold of I can't grab it anymore. Okay. And then bring it down. So let's do that on the other side. Anjaneyasana with your left leg forward. Swing your arms, slide your hips. Mother of the monkey god. Both arms come inside your leg. Bend your right knee. Reach around for your right foot with your left hand and twist to the left, to your left, toward your left knee for twisted monkey. And release it. Bring both your knees together, untangle, and come to child's pose. Look up, come on to straight arms, roll over on to your one set of hips or the other, and make your way into Dandasana, legs straight out in front of you, toes to the sky. You know this pose by now. Palms facing straight out in front of you. Inhale, exhale, reach. Inhale, slide back. Exhale, reach. Inhale, slide back. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, pause, bring your hands to the mat and make your way down onto your back. Place your feet on the mat. Lengthen your spine. We're going to do a gentle variation of our long body stretch. So thread your right foot behind your left heel. And maybe you can reach for your right foot or not. If you can't reach it, that's perfectly fine. But you want to stretch your arm, your left arm toward your right foot and send your right arm overhead. Your left knee is pointing to the sky. On an inhale, you're going to lift your hip, send your knee straight up, stretch your right arm, feel your whole body stretching, your hip flexors, everything stretching. And then bring it back down. Bring both feet to the mat. Send your left foot behind your right, and maybe you can take your foot, bring your knee to the mat. Left arm overhead. Right knee to the sky, push into your right foot, lift your right hip and stretch. Stretch. And bring it back down. Come back to center on your mat, knees to the ceiling. Arms straight out from your shoulders in a T shape. Inhale and then exhale, send your knees to the right. Look over your left shoulder. And just relax, let go. There should be no more effort. Beginning to let our bodies just go into relaxation mode. Notice your heartbeat. Bring your knees to center, over to the other side, and your gaze to the other side. Bring your knees to center. Stretch one leg long on the mat and the other. Bring your arms closer to your body. Your arms are rotated upward, arms facing up. Let your legs just sway open. Let your whole body connect with the earth. Surrendering to gravity. Just let go. Allow your body to assimilate all the energy you have generated, lots of it. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. Deepen your breath. Begin to reawaken your body, roll your head from side to side. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Send your arms overhead, your feet and legs away from you in the opposite direction for a full body stretch, a big, big yawn. Then bring your knees into your chest, hug them, and roll from side to side to massage your back. And come to center, release your legs, roll over onto whichever side you prefer to come into a fetal position. And while you are here, think again about accepting yourself. Being so grateful for what you were able to do tonight. And accepting all the challenges. Knowing that at every moment you are complete. Roll over to sit, come up to sit. Bring your hands to your heart. And I thank you so much for a beautiful evening.